Hello viewers, this is Not Too Fast here. In today's video I'll be reviewing this really cool digital multimeter from the company ANENG. This one here is the model 622B. This is a true RMS multimeter with auto ranging feature. With this you can measure voltage, current, resistance, continuity, diodes, capacitance, and even temperature. Right here is a 622B multimeter. Let's open this up and I'll show you what comes with it. Right here is a carrying case for the multimeter. There's a positive and negative probe, needle probe attachment. There's a 622B multimeter, user manual, temperature probe. In this bag are the positive and negative alligator clamp test probe. It also comes with the AAA batteries. Here's a look at everything you get with this multimeter. Now right off the bat I can tell you the cost of this. This retails for $37, which is an incredible price considering all the functionalities and everything that comes with it. But in this video I'll test it and see how well it works. So let's have a closer look at this multimeter. Now as you can see, this tool has a huge LCD display. If I measure it, this LCD measures 4 3/4 inch size. Now there is a protective film on this display right now. If you buy this, it's up to you if you want to remove this or you can just leave it on. Looking at the bottom right here is where you connect the test probe. Now when you turn on the tool, the LCD will show you where to plug in the test probe at the bottom. Looking on this side, you have the select button, there's a flashlight button, and there's a laser pointer button. So this multimeter even has a laser pointer, which I've not seen on any other multimeter before. Looking on this side, you have the min-max button, release button, and the non-contact voltage button. Looking at the top, right here is a power button, and there's a laser pointer. And there's a look at the back. At the top right here is the LED flashlight and this cover for the battery. So let's install the battery. Remove this Phillips screw. To turn on the multimeter, press and hold the power button at the top. Now as you can see, the entire display will turn on. Before I get into the multimeter function, let me go over some of the other function it has. For example, it has a flashlight. If I press and hold the flashlight button, the LED on the back will illuminate. Press and hold again to turn it off. Now there's also a laser pointer function. Press this once, and there is a laser pointer. So where you might be able to use this is, let's say you're doing some troubleshooting and you want to show somebody where the problem is, you can use this laser pointer to point to that area. Press a button again to turn it off. To save battery, this multimeter will turn off automatically after 15 minutes if you're not using it. On the LCD display, you see this word auto. This means it's in auto mode. Now with the auto mode, the multimeter will automatically switch between measuring voltage and resistance. Now if you press the select button on the side, you can switch over to measuring continuity, diode, capacitance, DC millivolt. Press it one more time. Now we'll measure AC millivolt. With a millivolt measurement, it will measure up to 600 millivolt. Frequency, temperature, and now we're back to auto. So let's say if I want to measure DC voltage, I'll connect the test probe to the multimeter. Right here is the input and the COM. Connect the red probe to the input and the black probe to the COM. And by the way, COM is short for common. Now with this probe, there's a very short conductor at the end here. If you need a longer test lead, you can remove this sleeve, and now you have a longer test lead. Same thing for this side. This multimeter also comes with these needle style test probe. You can attach this attachment here, and you can probe the test points. The other test lead that you get with this multimeter is this one you see right here. And this is quite interesting because you can actually customize and attach different ends to this test lead. So for example, if I connect this alligator clamp to the red test probe and connect this black alligator clamp to the black test lead, now I can connect this end to the other end of the test lead. I can plug this into the multimeter, and on the other end I have the alligator clamp. I'll connect my power supply to this multimeter and we'll test the DC voltage measurement. Now I'll connect these two clamps to my power supply. With the auto mode, it automatically detected the DC voltage and it's measuring 12.19 volts. Now I should mention the maximum DC voltage it can measure is 1000 volt, and the maximum AC voltage is 750 volts. Switching over to the other test probe. Here I can measure the voltage on this 9 volt battery. It's measuring 9.336 volt DC. Right here is a Ryobi battery. Let's measure this. This is an 18 volt battery, and it measures 18.37 volt DC. You can also use this to measure AC voltage like an outlet at your house. I'm going to stick the probe into one of the receptacle, and it's measuring 119.4 volt AC. Now you'll notice at the bottom it also shows you the frequency of this AC voltage, and being in North America is 60 Hertz. And there's a benefit of having a large display because it can actually display different measurements on one single screen. To do the non-contact voltage testing, press this NCV button right here. The sensor is at the top right here, so if you bring this multimeter towards a live AC voltage, the LED will flash and also this NCV bar will turn on. If I move this away, then the bar will go down and turn off. So this NCV is perfect for testing any live wire or live receptacle. I can also put this next to a wire, and you can see it's able to tell me this wire is hot. And to turn off the NCV measurement, press it again. Now we're back to auto. The auto mode can also measure resistance. Right here I have an 18 ohm resistor. I'll put the probe on each side. And it measures 18.2 ohm. Now we'll take a look at the other functions. Press the select button right here. Now we're measuring continuity. So right here I have a piece of wire here. So if you want to test if there's a break in the wire, put a probe on each end. You can see it's 0 ohm, which tells you there's no resistance between this wire. Press select again. Now you can measure diode. Now with the diode, current will only flow one way. I'll put the probe on one end, the other probe on the other end. And here it measures the forward voltage at 0.6 volts. If I flip the diode the other way around, you'll see it's open circuit. With the capacitance measurement, here I have two 1 microfarad capacitor. I'm just going to test one of them by putting the probe on the leg of one of the capacitor. It's measuring 1.163 microfarad. Press select again. Right now you're measuring DC millivolt. If I press the select button once again, now you can measure AC millivolts. Next measurement is frequency. Again, if I probe this power outlet right here, it's able to measure the frequency at 60 Hertz. Press select, and now you can measure temperature. At the bottom you see the temperature probe need to be connected to these inputs right here. Right here is a temperature probe. Now with this temperature probe, it can measure from minus 40 degrees Celsius to 1000 degrees Celsius. This temperature probe right now is measuring the ambient air where I'm filming this right now, and it's showing 87 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is very warm because I'm in the garage right now, and that's why it's showing a high temperature right here. I'm going to place a probe on the end of the soldering iron. Immediately you'll see the temperature go up. Press the select button. Now we're back to auto mode. Now I'll show you how to measure current. Now you can measure milliamp and amp. For the milliamp measurement, it's up to 600 milliamp. I'll be doing this test with this incandescent bulb, and I know this bulb draws more than 600 milliamp, so I'm going to connect my test probe to the common and also this 10 amp range right here. And once I plug in this probe, it will automatically switch to the amp measurement you see right here. And to do this test, I'll be connecting the multimeter in series with this light bulb right here. And right now this multimeter is showing me this light bulb draws 1.39 amp. And while I'm doing this test, I'm going to show you the min-max function that's on the side right here. I'm going to press it, and now it's doing the max hold. It'll take the last highest reading and hold it. If I remove the power to the light bulb, you see the display still shows that value. If you want to release this, press and hold the min-max button for 2 seconds. And I'll go back to 0. Overall, I think this is a very good multimeter considering how many functions it comes with. I think for the price point of $37, it's definitely affordable for many people. The auto mode works very well when you're testing voltage or resistance. If you need to test the current, just plug the probe in the appropriate input and the multimeter will switch automatically to the current measurement. I also like the overall size of this multimeter. It's very slim and it's not bulky to use at all. So if you're in the market for a multimeter, I highly recommend you check out this 622B smart multimeter. I'll include the link in the video description below. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. To support this channel, remember to click on thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified of new videos.